When do we use the simple past tense? Use the simple past tense when an action is complete or finished. For example, I went to college yesterday. I didn't go to college last week. Did you go to college this morning? We use this tense with the following time adverbial phrases. Yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, last Monday, last weekend, last summer. We also use the simple past tense with ago, a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 days ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 months ago, 6 years ago, a long time ago. Here are some example sentences. Stephen had a headache yesterday. He didn't have a headache yesterday. Did he have a headache yesterday? Debbie saw a great film last night. She didn't see any films last week. Did Debbie see any films last weekend? We finished our homework a minute ago. Caroline didn't finish her shopping this morning. Did you finish that book a long time ago? So, how do we form simple past verbs? As you can see, the verbs in these examples are formed differently. For example, have changes to had, see changes to saw, finish changes to finished. Not all the verbs are the same. For example, some regular verbs add the following endings in the simple past tense: ed, d, ied. For example, to walk. The students walked quickly to the learning centre. To close. Jason closed his book after class. To hurry. We hurried to the canteen at 11 o'clock. How do we know which is the correct ending? Here are some tips. Add D to verbs ending in a silent E. Baked, cared, changed, closed, hated, improved, invited, lied, liked, lived, loved, owed, phoned, refused, smiled, smoked, tasted, typed. Now some written tasks for you. Write at least 5 of the above simple past verbs into complete sentences. Then discuss them with your table group and show them to your tutor in class. The next group of verbs, add IED when they end in Y. You change Y to I and add ED. For example, applied, carried, cried, fried, hurried, married, studied, tried, worried. And now, some written tasks for you. Write at least 5 of the above simple past verbs into complete sentences. Then discuss them with your table group and show them to your tutor in class. Our next list are verbs which add ed, and in fact most of the regular verbs will add ed. answered, asked, belonged, clapped, dialed, filled, guessed, looked, laughed, listened, helped, marked, needed, pulled, pushed, reached, started, touched, walked, waited, washed, watched, worked. And again, some written tasks for you. Write at least 5 of the above simple past verbs into complete sentences. Then discuss them with your table group and show them to your tutor in class. Thank you for listening.